It has begun, ladies and gentlemen. It has begun. Talk the guy who told him about the blue list. If you don't know, it's being implemented. That's now being implemented. Hey man, it's going down, brother. It's really going down. So I have a lot to say. That I feel that this time they're gonna drop the ball, everything, all at once. All at once. What do I mean by that? I mean there's gonna be, and I believe it's all coming at the end of this year. There's gonna be an economic downturn, big time. There's gonna be a lot of things happening. The Civil War is going to get started. Yeah. They're going to shut down all the information, all the ways to get information. They're going to close it down. The internet, all the people who know what's going on and get information and can get it out to you. Nah, that's no more. Could it be that, I mean, we've already surrendered? Is that possible? I heard the numbers that China has sold U.S. real estate by the billions last month. But Iran is trading in the dollar. Iran, they're going to stop trading in the dollar. They're not going to even accept the dollar from any of their allies or anybody who's doing business with them. They're getting serious. They're really getting serious. Some other stuff that's going on that I saw in the news. Well, let's backtrack. As we can remember, about a couple of weeks ago, China was saying that they were backing Iran against, that's one of their basically the ally, because China is a BRICS nation, and Iran. They're going to try to back them militarily as well. China also has tested a new hypersonic aircraft. See, why would you be testing this? And it's supposed to be able to carry all type of missiles and can do maneuvers as well. And Russia has tested a new hypersonic missile. So there's a lot of things going on around here, Don't think because it's in the news, it's not in the news that it's not happening. Everything is quiet right now. This is the quiet before the storm, really. There was an article I saw today that was talking about how China demolishes hundreds of churches and confiscates Bibles, doing a crackdown on Christianity. That's major, man. So, what does this mean to us? It means a whole lot more than what we think it does. because there's going to be actions here in the States. And there's also going to be, basically they're going to pull the wool over our eyes. That's what it's looking like right now. They're going to pull the wool over our eyes. We won't be able to know what's happening. The martial law is probably going to start in Chicago under the guise of stopping the violence. I listened to the radio today. It was on KHVN, Heaven 97 in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex area. And there was a lady on there, I believe her name was Christy, from Chicago. And she was saying that there's really not a gang war like that in Chicago. She thinks that all the shootings that took place may have been to get things stirred up, to get things riled up, because of all the random shootings and everything. So, and it's a possibility. I mean, who knows? You know, I'm not in Chicago. I don't really know. But I do know that, I mean, there's some beef going on, because in some of the, just look at some of these guys' videos and stuff like that. There's still some going on. But what she's saying is what happened is extra. And she thinks it's to get things stirred up. Okay, who would benefit from that? Who would benefit from that? Maybe that's the opportunity to bring in the United Nations to start in Chicago, and then, it spreads around. This is because the stock market so far today, man, it went high. I think it broke a new record. The Dow, I don't know if it went back down or anything, but the higher it goes, it's not a good thing. It's actually a bad thing. And the faster and the higher it goes, the bigger the crash. So, it's going down now. The censorship. I tried to upload a video just a second ago. And in the title, I had some things I probably shouldn't have. With all those bars, it told me it couldn't connect me. Yeah, troubled times. I had a lot of bars that couldn't connect me. So I did another title. Right away, I'm connected. Yeah. So Google is contemplating basically going over to China. Now that would be horrible, because Google is basically like a part of the government here. You know what I'm saying? It has information on everybody. Google knows everything about everyone. And if they go over to China, guess what? China then knows everything about everyone in the U.S. and maybe in the world. And Google previously refused, doing work and doing business in China because of the censorship. And now they're, everybody's making a choice, the East or the West. And unfortunately, I believe it's written that this is the fall of the West. You can only prolong it, that's it. So, Trump tried, he did a good job. He's doing a good job so far. But there's going to be a backlash. Looks like the backlash is starting to happen, even with some of our allies. Looks like they're messing with me again. Yeah, it looks like the picture is frozen, but it's still counting. But I just want to say this, man. If you don't have, because there's going to be another life after this life. Either you get life or you get death. You have to know the Lord. You have to, if you haven't accepted him, you need to accept him, because things are about to get crazy. And it's all coming at the same time. And it's all coming probably at, oh, there we go. It's all coming at the end. You know, we're seeing the beginning of it now. We're seeing the start of it now. But I'm going to say at the end of September, the wheels are going to start to fall off. People are going to start picking sides. Either you choose the East or you choose the West. There's going to be a mass exodus from different people as well as governments. See, the governments are going to choose sides, but the citizens as well are going to decide, oh, they're going to think, oh, it's safer here, it's safer there. Go here, stay here. But the New World Order is in full effect. It's going to be a global thing. We just don't know who's going to be in the head. We know that they had already be it, number one. Looks like that's happening. China could be pulling the plug on the U.S. secretly behind the scenes. Yeah. But it's all happening now. The red list, the blue list, and the green list starts with people who they want to eliminate. Like, for instance, Alex Jones, man, he was big. One of the biggest independent journalists, period. Big. He was on satellites everywhere. Everywhere. You couldn't miss Alex Jones, you know. And they just, bloop, knocked him off pretty much everything. Ooh. And then they got lawsuits on him. So that's when they want to hurt your pocketbooks. If they can quiet him. I remember back in the day, they used to say Alex Jones was the tip of the spear. If anything's ever happened to Alex Jones, then you know it's on. And so, Alex Jones, something has happened to Alex Jones. He's not on the air. I mean, he's not on the internet anymore, pretty much. The fight is on, man. Oh, yeah. That's a part of it. The Walmarts, all the Walmart is shut down. Now what we're going to see is a lot of companies, the economy is not as good and as rosy as they're telling us. We're going to see a lot of companies shut down all of a sudden, really quickly. The people are already getting stirred up. Albert Pike said World War III, they would unleash the nihilists. These are the people that just attacked. You know, they're attacking. You aren't allowed to have an opposing view. You have to be, you know, if you don't agree with them, then they're going to try to beat you up. They're going to try to shut you up. It's not what we're about. It's not what this country was based on, what it was built on. But the red list, the blue list, and the green list. Steve Quayle, he had an insider. The guy actually was murdered for releasing that information. You have to go and look it up. And they had tagged mailboxes and houses. They have re-education camps. Come on, don't forget about the MIAC reports, MIAC. Come on, y'all have to do some research. But I say that to say it's all happening now. It's all happening now. The Reconquistador, that was cooked up by the Nazis, man. You got a bunch of people that's going to invade the U.S. and say it was theirs. That was their plan. That's what they taught them for generations. Since the 40s. Probably was the 40s. Anyway, but then you realize that there were indigenous people before those people got here. Before those people were even the people. You see? It's deep. Everybody's going to be stirred up about everything. Everybody is going off of a half-truth. And it's going to be Clash of the Titans. It's going to be War of the Worlds. Yeah, you got the wealthy elite starting to exit all the countries. I hear it's a lot of wealthy leaving Brazil. You know, a lot of the places where it's going to collapse or it's collapsing, oh, they're starting to flee. And then, the smaller people are going to flee too. Everybody's going to be going to and from places you never think, trying to escape to and trying to escape from. People are going to be trying to escape to America until it's on fire. People are going to be trying to get out of America. I hear there's a lot of, it was something like last year, something like 20,000 Americans, African Americans, moved to Ghana. That's interesting. So I know it's a lot of quote unquote African Americans moving to Latin American countries, while you have the Latin Americans trying to come to the U.S. So and a lot of Americans are moving to, African Americans are moving to different countries on the continent of Africa and Europe, shall I say. And I've seen some who moved to China. But be careful when you travel these days because you might get stuck there. Anyway, it's happening now, guys. It's happening now. Beyond Babbitt.